Hi everybody, welcome to Studio 903. Welcome to Back to School Night. This is CTE Graphic Design in Studio 903, and I am Mrs. Juliano. I want to go over a couple of things with you, let you know what it is that we do in Studio 903 and what your students are learning here in my class. This is a CTE course, which means it's a career technical education course in graphic design. It fulfills the F requirement in the A through G for the graduation requirements. My classes, both Graphic Design Level 1 and Graphic Design Level 2, are articulated with Palomar College for college credit. That means that if you take my class and you pass it with an A or a B on the final project and for the final grade in the course, then you're eligible for college credit. Basically, Palomar College and I have agreed that the course content that I teach and the course content that they teach in a similar course is the same. And so students can earn college credit in that way. There'll be more details on that to come a little bit later in the term. And there's information posted on our Canvas course that you can check out. I wanted to let you know that I post all my grades in Canvas, and then I push them over into the Aries portal. They get synced there in Aries, and I do that pretty regularly. I do use Canvas for almost all of my communication because this is a technical course and we are learning technology. I really rely on Canvas. I post all assignments, I post projects, I post announcements there. The syllabus is posted there. Hopefully by this time you have all reviewed the syllabus with your students. Curious to know if you're paired with your student as an observer in Canvas so that you can track their progress. At the end of these slides, I'll show you how you can do that really easily. We go through a very simple creative process in graphic design. I just call it my three-step process. I ask students to research, to brainstorm, and then to sketch their ideas before we take anything onto the computer. Sometimes students will be assigned homework to do at home that may require them watching video tutorials or reading articles or maybe doing some of that research and sketching at home. And then in class, we use that time for design time because the programs that we have that we're going to use, Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, those are licensed only to the devices here on campus. That said, they do have access to a program called Adobe Express. And in Adobe Express, this is where they're keeping their digital portfolio. And the digital portfolio in Adobe Express is a web-based program that can be accessed from any device, including their Chromebooks. Students will post their design work to their portfolio in Adobe Express. They'll write about what they're doing. They'll do a little reflection for each project, and they'll show their process from their sketches to their final work. Please ask your student to see their portfolio. You'll need a link that they can provide you in order to see it. And again, Adobe Express can be used on any device, including a Chromebook. I wanted to let you know how you can contact me. You can please encourage your students to be an advocate for themselves. I really, at this point, as high school students, they should be the ones advocating. They should be the ones contacting me if they need more time or they need help on something. But if you do need to reach out to me, you can get to me through the Canvas inbox, or you can email me at lauraleejuliano@vistausd.org. You can also feel free to follow Studio 903 on Instagram. Our handle is @MVHS_Studio 903. You might be asking yourself, what is graphic design? So I want to talk about this real quick for you. Graphic design is visual communication. It's problem solving through the use of typography, illustration, and photography. Designers, that's us and your students, we create visual concepts using computer software, and we communicate ideas that will inspire and inform and captivate consumers. The students in my courses in Studio 903 will learn basics of Adobe Creative Cloud programs. These are the industry standard programs, and those programs are Illustrator, Photoshop, and in level 2, we will go into InDesign and spend quite a bit of time there. These digital imaging programs have been licensed by the district for the school to be used on campus. They are not accessible to you at home. Graphic designers develop the overall layout and design for a wide variety of items and applications across all industries. This includes logo design, branding, advertisements, newsletters, movie posters, books, billboards, promotional materials, postcards, and so much more. And your students are going to have a chance to dabble in all of these things this term. One of the things I wanted to let you know this evening is that I focus a lot on the habits of mind. Yes, we are a career technical education course, so I am coming from a history of working in the industry. I spent 18 years at Legoland, California, producing shows and events and working in creative services. This is my 6th year teaching at Mission Vista, and these are the habits of mind. They are 16 life skills that are nicely packaged for an education environment to help students understand those soft skills, those habits of mind that we need to develop. These are skills that I developed over my history and my career. And I love that when I came here to an education environment, they were packaged so nicely in ways that I could help teach students to take these skills with them, to start developing them, practicing habits. So I really talk a lot about habits of mind in my class and ask my students to think about where they are at with these habits and to begin developing them starting on day 1 of the class. We actually will self-evaluate where we're at with these habits at the beginning of the term, in the middle of the term, and then again at the end of the term. And I find that when I get feedback from students at the end of the term, they are more aware of themselves, their actions, they're more aware of these habits that they need to be successful and to tackle anything that's ahead of them in life. Finally, I wanted to mention to you how to pair as an observer in Canvas, how you can do that. The first thing is that your student would generate a pairing code for you, and then the parent would create a Canvas account and enter that pairing code. Or you could enter an additional pairing code to add a student to an existing Canvas account if you already have a Canvas account. That's pretty much what I wanted to share with you tonight. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Once again, my contact information is lauralee.juliano at vistausd.org. And you can follow the work that we do in class. I will post student work on our Instagram page at MBHS_Studio903. I hope I've answered any questions that you have. Feel free to reach out if there's anything else that you'd like to know. I'm really looking forward to working with your students this term. Thanks. Bye.